Alright, we're out on Lake Mac this morning. We've got the brand new Certate. Gonna give that a little crack. So that's a little 2500 size. Gonna go targeting some bream along the boat hulls here, as well as maybe some whiting and bream up shallow. Really nice morning. Sun's just starting to come up, so really keen to get into it. So let's go. So with this style of fishing that I like to do, and because the water is generally so clear, I always use a very small hook. Even for the larger fish that you're getting in here, sometimes they are a bit spooky. So I find that even just the hook size in your soft plastic can make a difference. So I have been running a size 4 hook. It's very small. This is a 1/16. So normally fishing boat hulls, if you're sort of just pitching in and letting it sink down, I'd use like a 1/20th, so it's got a slower sink. But we're going to be sort of parallel casting and sort of slow rolling these plastics up under the hull. So you need a little bit more weight for some accurate casting. And also because you're slow rolling, you don't want it to plane up to the surface too quickly. So this is a 2.5-inch grub. So with these ones, because I am using such a small hook, I will actually just trim a little bit off the front of the plastic. Get a pair of scissors here. So on the plastic itself, there's a little devac and a line. So if you want to cut 0.5 of an inch off, you just sort of cut off that section there. Takes it down to more of like a, I don't know, like a 2-inch presentation rather than 2.5. So I sort of just cut that down just a little bit. It's definitely not half an inch actually, it's a bit more like, 5 mils. But yeah, definitely just cuts it down a little bit, just tied it up a little bit there. Same as normal, rigging up with plastic, straight up the guts. You got your rigging line on the Bait Junkie soft plastics up the center. So just feed your hook and just run it through, paying attention to that rigging line, making sure it's staying nice and center. And then you want to pop it out in the middle. Just like that. Pull it up nice and tight. And we have one little soft plastic. It's a very small offering, and you can see the hook is quite small. But definitely I find that gets me some more bites in this particular waterway, just with the fish being so fussy and the water being so clear all the time. And running me a 6-pound leader, which isn't super thin, but because I'm working my baits pretty fast, I find it doesn't really matter as much. If I was fishing a more finesse style, then yeah, definitely I'd probably look at running, some 4-pound or something like that. So, but yeah, we're all rigged up now, so just going to reposition and we'll get stuck into trying to catch a few fish. All right, so we've just got the electric down. Just going to try and parallel these boats. Generally try and cast past them and sort of work my lure back underneath the hull of the boat, allowing for the wind obviously so I don't get snagged on the boat. It's always the hardest part. Yep, got one. Only a small fish, I think, but it's a start. Last little boat for that section. Just seemed to have one little fish on it, but it's not a monster by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a fish. We'll take this guy off and then we'll go and try and catch a fish on Topwater. I think that might be the best bet at the moment. We'll swap this guy out, we'll keep him, so put him back on in a minute. But for now, we're just going to swap over to some Topwater. So, got a little selection here. Because there's been just cruising around, there seems to be a lot of small bait around. So, we're probably going to just fish a 65mm slippery dog rather than an 80, just purely because there's a bit of small bait. So, that's the new sort of green prawn colour. So, we'll give that one a crack and see how we go. Always with my Topwaters, I always run a loop knot. Having that extra little swing that you get from having a loop knot is definitely beneficial to the action of the lure. So yeah, it's definitely a vital connection and yeah, a good one to learn. So cinch that one down. So the loop knot just enables that bait to swing around a little bit more. So as it's zigzagging across the surface, yeah, you just get a little bit more action. So we'll just trim that tag with the teeth again, use your scissors. And then yeah, away we go. So pretty simple technique. You just want to get it out close to the edge. the fish will be patrolling. There's a lot of sort of broken rock and rubble and a bit of cockleweed and stuff up in the shallows here. So fish are generally just up here patrolling, looking for little prawns and bait. So you just want to run this slippery dog, twitching the rod tip as you are winding the handle, kind of like rubbing your belly and patting your head sort of thing. Takes a little while to get used to, but once you do, it can be a deadly technique for sure. And very exciting too. Watching a fish come up and eat a lure off the surface is always very, very fun, and it's very addictive. That's a good one in there. Yeah, there's heaps of fish along this edge. See that big bream there? That's a big bream, that one in there. Little fish, first little bream on the topwater. There's one absolutely going ham in there that looks like it's a giant. So just moved off the bank, still got the topwater on. I'm gonna have a few casts at some boats with the topwater. Another tiny bream. Definitely not the size we're after, but it's a bite at least, which is nice. Just quickly let this guy go. Very small. Nothing on that side, but there's definitely fish on this side. I could see them as we were coming across. So fish behind it. Good fish too, I think. A couple of twitches. Hopefully he'll suck it down. Just tried. It got him on. Oh, dropped him. Another fish is eating it under the water. It's not a massive fish, but still a little bit better than that last one, but not the monsters that we're after, that's for sure. There's still a fish sitting on the side of that boat there towards the back. I can see him, so hopefully we'll get another chance. So no monster, but still good fun. Yeah, always nice to catch fish on top water. So yeah, tiny little bream, but we'll get him unhooked and try and catch another one. Making a quick change, just changing colour on the slippery dog, maybe something just a little bit brighter. That green was getting a bit of attention, but the fish weren't really rushing at it, so yeah, I might just try this little honeybee colour, just got that nice and yellow and orange. Also good because it means that I can see it a little bit easier and identify where the lure is. There is a bit of wind chop, so it might just be a bit easier to spot exactly where it is. We'll get into it. Nice bream. It's just racing around a little rock here. It's not that big, but ate the lure real nice. Yay. Unfortunately, that one definitely was the best for the day and just fell off, but he ate that topwater real nice. Absolutely smashed it in the shallows. So another fish on it now. Just tried to eat it. Oh, he's got it. This one isn't too bad. A few more fish on the board. Right up on the bank. Really, really shallow. Oh, he's tried to eat it. It's only a small fish, but still great fun on top water. Good fish maybe. Yeah. Oh, got him on. Good fish or small fish? Oh, get away from that pontoon, Jesus. I'm in trouble here. Free spool that. It's got me around the pontoon. Just kind of racing along that flat. And straight around the pontoon. I don't know how far in he is. I've got to go around this side and try and get him out now. This might be one lost slippery dog, I think. Yeah, he's got him out. That wasn't the ideal way to catch a bream, but it worked. That fish ate it and just come racing along the flat there, so it just ran basically on the tension of the line, so they're not really pulling against me, and ran around the pylon there, and I didn't really have anything that I could do other than click the reel into free spool and then reposition the boat. to get around to hope to successfully pull him out of the jetty there. So very, very lucky. Looks like my lead is still intact too, which is also a bonus. Means I don't have to retie, but yeah, so not a massive fish by any stretch of the imagination, but when they're coming towards you and you're not necessarily pulling against them, yeah, often they can sort of go wherever they want. So yeah, smart fish. He got up nice and shallow on me, but yeah, we still managed to get him out, which is good. Might have a look at these boats, I think. Yep, good fish. Eat it. Oh, got him. I don't know if it's a good one, but it's a fish. Good fun topwater bite just off the boat there, and we'll let this one go, see if we can find something bigger. So fished that stretch through there, quite a lot of fish through there, which was nice. Definitely haven't caught that sort of giant we're after, so we're going to make a bit of a move. Probably going to head down around the point there into the next bay and see if we can find some more fish hanging off some boats. Might change up techniques a little bit. But first impressions on the reel, it's been really good. So obviously it's quite windy today, so really nice casting, really easy mending of the line, but just super, super smooth. So yeah, pumped. Hopefully we can catch a bigger fish and really hear that drag sing. So yeah, let's get into it. Got a little soft plastic that I was using before, so same thing, it's just that 1/16 size 4. It's a heavy wire hook, so the hook itself is plenty strong enough. I use this hook a lot when bream fishing, and also I use it a lot for trout as well. It's probably my favourite jig head for trout. That 1/16 size 4, it's just a real good size. All right, that's all done. Let's go see if we can catch something. Just going to try to parallel cast some of these boats here, just with the soft plastic like we were earlier. Just mend the line across and try and judge which way the boat's going to go. Ooh, straight away. First cast after switching back to the plastic. We've got a fish here. It doesn't seem to be a massive fish, but can't see it yet. It's actually not bad. I might loosen that drag just a little bit. That's good. So switch of technique. Sun's a bit higher now, so the fish seem to be maybe up underneath the boats a little bit more. So with the soft plastic getting right up under that boat, managed to get this fish. He's not bad at all. Sort of getting up towards the size that we're chasing. Yeah, so that's a nice Lake Mac bream on that mudblood soft plastic. Just get him unhooked and then we'll put him back. Perfect. Let's go get another one. Oh, small fish, but got one. And it's small. Another small fish. Yep. Oh, that was a good fish. Come back, eat it. Yep. Got him. Oh, dropped in. That was a good fish. Ah. Oh, got another one. No, dropped in again. That last one was a tailor, but yeah, that was a good fish. That's a good sign. That fish would have been mid-30s, I think. Saw him come out and eat it the second time. Just got to wait for the perfect time to cast to ensure that the line gets nice and close to the hull, and I try and sort of watch the line, and that's why that new J-Braid Expedition is good, because it's bright orange, you can see it the whole time. Getting little bites there. Oh, pulled it out of his mouth again. No, again, small fish. The J-Braid Expedition is good because you can see it the whole time, so you can sort of track where your line's going, and you can ensure that you're getting into the right zone with your plastic or your hard body or whatever it is that you're throwing. So we just saw a really nice fish there on the side of the boat. He sort of seemed to have gone down. I'm not sure whether there's actually about 10 fish there. I'm going to get down a bit low for the cast here. I can still see that big fish there. He's still feeding, so I don't want to spook him with my cast. So getting down a little bit lower. Same thing, winding this underneath the hull. Starting to get a few bites there. One bite there, another one. Come on, chew it. Oh, there's so many bream there. Eat it. That's a better one, I think. Might have been the bigger one out of the pack, hopefully. Feels like a bit of weight there. I'm not sure whether that was the bigger one we saw on the side of the boat, but the whole pack of bream came out. He's a good one, I think, yeah. Might need to get the net for this one. Nice fish. Still not a giant, but definitely a nice fish. Little net. This net's been everywhere with me. Got it. So yeah, nice Lake Mac bream on the new Certate. So yeah, he gave the drag a bit of a run. He's definitely put up a bit of a fight for the size of fish that he is. He's somewhere in the 30 centimetre range. But yeah, nice fit, healthy fish. Yeah, stoked on that one, and hopefully he's the first of many in this little zone of that calibre. So just going to pop him back. So thank you, Mr. Bream. Hopefully, tell your friends we're coming. Here we go. Alright, see you, mate. There he goes. Hook seems alright, hasn't rolled the point or anything. So it was in the sort of the fat part of his lips. So often, you know, if you do hook a fish and it's sort of in the top of their mouth, or, you know, further into their mouth, they've got a really hard plate where they used to chew up mussels and that sort of stuff. They can often roll over the hook, even a small fish. So it's always important that, you know, when you do hook a fish, you know, further down in the mouth or in the corner closer to those plates, you do check the pointy hook, because sometimes it can get rolled over. So this one, luckily, is nice and sharp, so I don't have to replace it. So we'll keep going. Oh, hit the electric on the bite. Got one. It's a little one again. All good. Size bream. Getting some good numbers now, which is nice. There we go. So we've got 3 more boats to go in this little zone. And then we're going to probably head back to the area where we started. There's a few more sections up there that might fish, and then we're probably going to end up calling it a day, I think. So we've only been out for the morning. It's only, you know, just gone on 9 o'clock now. So a couple of hours fishing. There's quite a few fish there, so pretty happy with that. So if we can manage to sting a nice big one right at the end, that'll be icing on the cake for sure. The water is a little bit dirtier because we're right at the very back of the lake. So what we will do is tie a topwater on and see if we can tempt some fish out of some structure, or just off some flats here. Just going to finish just fishing some of these boats. Got a bit of overcast conditions now, so definitely conducive to top water in the middle of the day. There is many fish on this boat though, so I need to move away. So definite chance of catching a bream on this one. There's about 10 fish on the back of it. G'day. No. All right, so that's it for our day on the water. Really good results. Yeah, plenty of fish caught. So not the massive fish that we're after, but you know, still some really good sized bream and some really cool topwater strikes there at the end. A couple missed opportunities, but we'll be back next time to get them. So yeah, we'll see you next time.